welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you guys today a little update on how my second trimester is going so far, what my symptoms are, any changes, and things like that. So hope you enjoy it and follow along. So I wanted to start off with my symptoms of how I'm feeling so far. Currently I am about to wrap up week 18. So about 4 weeks ago or so, the nausea started to subside. It started to go away. So like I mentioned in my other video, during the first trimester, I pretty much was nauseous all day long. Never threw up, but always had that like feeling in my throat. So that pretty much subsided as of like week 14, 15. And then instead of nausea, however, I did start getting headaches. So I did a little bit of research to try to figure out why I might be getting headaches. And a lot of the research just stated that headaches can be caused by hormonal changes. And obviously while you're pregnant, you're going through a lot of different hormonal changes. You have new hormones in your body that are surging and plummeting and going all over the place, and it can cause headaches. Of course, along with that, you should always make sure that you stay hydrated, drinking at least, if you can, 120 ounces of water a day. Although that is hard when you work a desk job like I do, because then you have to get up like every 45 minutes and go to the bathroom. So that's a challenge, but that's a different story. So the headaches kind of kept me up a couple nights. As of right now, they seem to be manageable, so maybe it was just a transition period, but that was a really hard time. So I did research like what pain medication is safe during pregnancy, and if I needed to, Tylenol is the safest to take during pregnancy. So that would be the route I would go if the headaches were to come back or to keep me up at night again. So besides that, I'm starting to show noticeably. My clothes are starting to get tighter. I do notice like when I put on my workout leggings, there's a band around my stomach, so I have to be careful not to wear leggings that are too tight as to not squeeze my stomach too much. If not for the sole purpose that is really uncomfortable. Low-rise jeans seem to be fine still. Of course, I'm into the like skinny, stretchy jeans, and those seem to be really comfortable because they sit right below the stomach, so not an issue there. My appetite is about the same. I haven't had any crazy increase in appetite, and I haven't had any crazy cravings. I've been able to keep everything pretty much under control with keeping up with my prenatal vitamins and then tracking my my macros. I've only increased, like I mentioned in my last video, I've only increased my caloric intake by 300. So I'm only about 300 over maintenance right now. And I've gained a total so far of 6 pounds. So not too bad for 18 weeks. I seem to be holding most of it in my stomach, but I do notice that I have lost a lot of muscle. So that's been a challenge. But I'm hoping to get some of that back as we head into this second trimester with a little more energy, and I'm able to focus a little bit more on my strength training. Other than that, I also have had some vivid dreams. Those have come back. Again, those are the dreams where you feel like you are in control. Like you feel like you're there and that you are consciously controlling what's going on. So it's really strange, and if I lay on my back, they are even more extreme. So I try to sleep with like a body pillow and sleep more on my side because that tends to put me into a deeper sleep and keep those dreams to a minimum. As far as my workout, like I said, my strength has gone down. So my trainer has changed our workouts because my husband is leaving for boot camp in about 6 weeks, and he needs to be more cardio conditioned. So we've changed from a more bodybuilding style workout to now what he calls functional fitness, which is a lot more cardio, circuit training, those type of things. And then functional fitness also includes strengthening both sides of the body equally. So like holding one arm kettlebells, those type of things. That's been going really well. It's challenging, but I do miss the strength training aspect because I just miss the noticeable like differences you see when you do bodybuilding, you know, like the differences in growth in your muscles. So I'm thinking for this next couple months, I'm going to, because I got about 2 months left of the second trimester, so I'm thinking I'm going to create a program for myself that involves strength training that is a little more intense, and then I'm able to at least keep track of my strength, because I'm not trying to gain any more muscle, but I am trying to maintain, because the more I maintain, the easier it is going to be for me to bounce back afterwards. So that's what I'll be focusing on in the next couple months. Coming up in a couple weeks, I have my 20-week anatomy scan where they're going to do the full body scan of the baby and make sure all of their anatomy and everything is okay. And that is where we'll also get the gender confirmed. So if you did not watch the previous video, make sure you go back and watch that to see what the gender was. Also, to help with my sleep, to make it more sound and help me to sleep through the night, I've developed a new nighttime routine to kind of relax my mind, relax my body, those type of things. So for that, 1 hour before I go to bed, I stop using screens. So no more TV, no more phone, nothing like that, no more blue light, because the blue light from your phone triggers your brain into thinking that it's daytime, and then that's what can keep you up at night. So I put the phone away, turn it into the charger, put the alarm on, it's done for the night. I then take a warm bath, like a bubble bath, which relaxes my muscles, forces me to shut my brain off because I'm not doing anything, and just kind of slowly unwind. It's even better if I light a candle or play some classical music, just really try and relax after the long day. So after that, I'll just slowly make my way to bed. I've been using a lotion with coconut oil after each bath, and then some vitamin E oil on my skin just to keep it hydrated. I mean, obviously I'm not growing too much yet, but as I start to grow, I want to keep the stretch marks to a minimum. And of course, those are genetic, so it doesn't matter. You can buy all the creams in the world, but if you're genetically predisposed to stretch marks, you're gonna get stretch marks. And then also, if you are a shorter person, you're more apt to grow wider because you have a short torso, so you have less room for the baby to grow up, so you'll grow out. So shorter people kind of have the disadvantage in that sense. But I'm gonna try everything I can do. I'm drinking my water, I'm moisturizing, and then I'm trying to, you know, keep the stress to a minimum, because stress really does a number on your body, and then it also can affect the baby. So trying to keep that under control. What am I looking forward to is the anatomy scan. I'm really looking forward to seeing the whole anatomy of the baby and making sure everything is healthy. I'm also looking forward to making preparations for the baby now that we know the gender, getting, you know, cute clothes and stuff like that, and accessories. We do have a couple baby showers planned for, you know, April or May, so that's exciting. And then I am also looking forward to feeling the baby kick for the first time, because that'll be really special. Also, this last trimester, I wasn't really happy with the care that I was receiving from my doctor. Not that he's a bad doctor, he's a really good doctor, but when you walk into his office, it kind of seems like a factory. Like, it's completely full of pregnant women. You wait at least an hour, you get in, and then they take your weight, your blood pressure, all that, and then you do your, this was the weirdest part, you do your pee test, and then they make you hold it, walk to the nurse, she tests it, and then they make you go dump it out. It was just really strange, it was really uncomfortable, it felt really impersonable, and then they take you to a room, they make you wait another 15 minutes or so, and then the doctor hops in, does his thing for 5 minutes, and then he's out. So super impersonable, tells you nothing about what to expect, does not set your mind at ease. So I was really unhappy with that, and the fact that I have to drive about an hour in traffic to get there, depending on traffic times. So I will be changing doctors over the next month. It's a little bit of a process because we have an HMO plan, not a PPO, so we do have to go to a primary care first and then find an OB. But I think in the end it'll be worth it because the hospital that my current doctor is associated with is 30 minutes away in good traffic. So that's too far for when baby comes. Makes me uncomfortable. So I'll be moving closer, hopefully to a doctor closer soon. And then besides that, I'm also looking into taking a evidence-based birth class, a childbirth class, just so I can really learn about what all the evidence is out there for childbirth and really prepare myself to have a safe and smooth birth and avoid as much injury to myself and to the baby as possible. Now, I'm not necessarily gonna go the extreme route and have, no pain medication in a bathtub, but at the same time, I wanna know what's out there and I want to keep my options open, and then I wanna do what's going to be the smoothest during the whole process for myself and the baby. And sometimes the practices they do at the hospital are just a matter of getting it done quickly, and that can cause actual damage to the female body that is permanent and irreversible, and I want to avoid that if possible. So that's just my little story about how what I'm going to be doing as far as doctors over the next month. So I'll let you know how that turns out. But other than that, this has been my 18-week update. Just kind of letting you know how things are going. Everything's pretty good right now. Next week, I will try and get up a workout for you guys so you can see how my workouts are going and what kind of modifications I'm doing so far. And then I'll also post another video about maybe my diet and how that's going as well, what kind of food I'm eating. But other than that, that's about it. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, but I hope you enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe and to follow along on my journey. Have a wonderful day, guys. I'll talk to you soon.